Hi.
How you doing? How you doing? Spoiler alert, we're gonna play a PlayStation game.
Giving it away right off the bat.
I mean, but it could be a ruse. Like maybe it's gonna go to a Dreamcast screen after this, and it's gonna be a whole different gimmick.
I wish you weren't such a lawyer.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
People fear me.
I'm in upper middle management.
We are also the Twig Baseball All-Stars.
Tell them what we're playing, Steve.
We are playing one of my favorite games in the PlayStation run, and that's Mega Man Legends.
Oh, snap really. Snap really, what you doing? Snap really, snap really, snap really, what you doing? All right, well, I'm Dan.
Yeah, little hamstring. I'm a little hamstring.
So okay, we have to pay attention to this intro. I'm gonna put it up.
Okay.
Put it up.
On the small patches of land
All I'm gonna say is,
above the sea.
wait for it.
The
All right, I'm
people
waiting
of
for
this
it.
world
Very
rely on
slowly.
ancient technology driven by quantum refractors, a powerful energy source.
Is this the plot to
These
Waterworld?
refractors
Listen.
lie in ancient ruins
I'm
underground
not hearing
and
anything.
in the sea.
Oh, well,
And
you
are
read.
sought out by
Well, listen.
explorers called
All right. The
diggers.
people of this world rely on ancient technology.
These
Okay.
brave explorers are the sole source of refractor energy, which has become a cornerstone of the emerging
called diggers.
civilizations. Originally, this was the diggers' only purpose, to find refractors so that civilization might endure. However, over the years, the story of a fabulous treasure, the legendary Mother Lode,
There it is,
began to
folks.
be whispered.
The mother load
The
among-
mother load.
The Mother
amongst
Lode,
the
a
diggers.
treasure so great
It would have
that
been
if
much
it were
funnier if you
discovered,
could
it would
hear
provide
the
so
guy
much power
and his voice
that the world
acting.
never need fear running
The
out of
mother
energy.
load.
I forgot
Seeking
that you
this
can't
mother
hear my
lode,
audio. That
diggers
makes this
travel from
incredibly
one island to
difficult.
another in their
That's
It
fine.
flying
sucks
cars.
because I fixed it on my end. We had like a situation with that, but it's just a matter of routing.
All right, so wait, so why am I not getting? Because I'm doing output from the computer into the machine. So
I just changed my output to built-in output,
built in that. I'm pretty sure that's what I have it right now.
and it worked for me. I made sure that everything was following the same trend, like the OBS, the Skype, all that stuff.
Huh.
That they were all on the same page, and it worked.
Interesting.
Ratatismos.
All right. You know what?
What?
You know what? I'm gonna try to fix it
We're gonna try and fix this live,
Live on the
on
air.
Twitch stream.
live on the stream. We're not even gonna
Yeah,
stop
you're
the
not
stream.
fucking watching anyway.
Damn right.
You
Shout out.
get stuff.
No,
This is your penance if you are watching.
I wanna give a sincere shout out right now. Shout out to like the consistent 4 to 6 people who like watch it on the YouTube, because there's a couple of anomalies that have some spikes in views, but most videos got around 6 people paying attention.
Yeah, it's
So
fairly consistent.
I want to give love to those 6,
To the Steves.
to all the Steves, because I'm telling you right now, I doubt it's ever gonna pick up any steam, because it's really like a half-assed effort that's going on. But should this channel ever take off, you'll know that you were there.
We're the reason you were in on the ground floor. See, yeah, mine's on the headphone port.
So is mine. Okay, so what else?
Although mine doesn't say headphones.
Right. That's what mine says, though. That's what it always says. So that's that one. So let's check Skype now. Boom,
Skype for phone.
reference from the Skype.
Arrow.
Canyon Arrow audio video.
Arrow.
All right.
So you're getting a look behind the curtain.
So this is good, yeah.
Where's your speakers? There's speakers.
Speakers built in, yeah.
Well, just keep messing with it until maybe switch it. Maybe then it'll work.
Yeah, no, but then it's gonna like fuck with what's already happening.
Let's see.
All right. If
Switch it right back.
If you lose all sound, then too bad.
A powerful energy source. These refractors lie in ancient ruins underground and in the sea, and are sought out by
Do you hear me?
explorers called diggers.
You don't hear the game.
These brave explorers are the sole source of
All right, we'll
refractor
go. Okay,
energy,
let's try that.
which has become a cornerstone of the emerging civilizations.
Anything at all?
Not a single
Originally,
thing.
Do you hear
this
me
was
at
the
least?
diggers'
I
only
hear you.
purpose, To
All right,
find
then we're in the
refractors
same
so
exact
that
spot. All right, fuck it.
civilization
Let's
might
just do it.
endure. However,
All right.
the
Some
story
things
of
are
a
just not meant to be,
fabulous
you know?
treasure,
Sometimes
the
you travel the
legendary
world and you think you've made some progress, but really you just... Ooh! Actually, I'm going to try one more thing.
Just gonna try one more thing.
Entertain the people!
I was doing it. So guys. I'd be able to entertain you, even though it's like a visual bit. Okay, so I shouldn't have ruined it. All right, so here's how you do the Charleston.
Here's the best thing about that.
Oh man, I'm so tired from doing the actual Charleston here.
See, now the best bit about that was that my move required unplugging the source of your audio.
Ah,
All right, so do you hear it now?
I do not.
You don't hear the sounds of the game.
Zero sounds. Maybe you have to change it in OBS or in OpenEMU itself.
All right, listen up. Drop everything and give me
One.
Havelock's Island.
If you're watching, drop it in the chat because I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm seeing a whole lot of no Steve.
I want another flawless operation, same as
You
the
sound
last one.
super far away, but I hear nothing.
I swear this treasure will be ours or my name's not Bond.
Fuck it. Let's just go.
Oh no, this is like the audio nightmare of this episode. Alright, hold on, I think I'm almost back to where I was. Alright, Steve,
Hello?
are you there?
I'm here.
Are you there, Steve? It's me, Margaret.
Hello?
Alright, I think we're good. Well, as good as we're gonna get. Fuck it, let's do it. We're gonna do it. Options. Why not? Turn, directional buttons, please. Free look, normal. Oh, I'm so glad I looked in here. There is no. Okay, all right. Let's go. Like quick poll for the people. Are you a inverted view person or a straight up person? Because for
I
me,
can't do the inverted.
I cannot mess with that inverted shit at all.
I think that's why I originally missed out on the like excitement of the first person shooters was because a lot of them originally you didn't have the option to take off the inversion.
Yep.
So it kind of like just fucked with me. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is stupid. So
I feel like Perfect Dark is one of those, but I could be wrong.
Can you hear me?
But Perfect Dark was so cool and different that I
I
love
got
that game.
worried because the transmission.
So yeah, this is a complete and total departure from what normally a Mega Man game was. Obviously, you know, 2D scroller, you know, all the Mega Man X's, the NES ones, 8-bit, 16-bit. You know, this is the first 3D Mega Man. And it's totally like RPG style.
Yeah.
Like, what would you classify this as?
It's an action RPG. Like, this is actually. It's a shame that you can't hear because one of the things I was gonna rely on was your memory. Because this game falls into the category of one that got away from me in terms of I played it to completion as a kid, but I don't remember a lot of it. I only played it once through, and I liked it. I remember it being really like strange.
It was really good, and it got really, really, really sinister really quickly, and it was
Right.
fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember it having a really uneasy feeling when I was playing it. Like it was kind of nerve-wracking.
I remember waiting for the next one, and then it had gotten canceled, and then they weren't going to do it, and then they made the second one, and it wasn't exactly, it didn't live up to the story, because there's a lot of, like, story plots here. Like, the story is actually really good, so if you're able to follow it, folks, I suggest you do. Like me, I won't be able to follow it, because it's all voiceovers and no subtitles, but...
Oh yeah, I'll check and see if there's subtitles I can turn on,
But this game is great. It's very well voice acted, and it was the first time Mega Man was in. Think like
surroundings.
if you put
Can I analyze
this is to Mega Man what Ocarina of Time was to Zelda, as far as like it took okay, no longer is it like, you know, flat top facing down, like so many different things that you could do here. But it was a little later, and especially for a game like Mega Man, which is just platform, run and shoot man.
See, right now it's doing one of my least favorite things in video games.
Telling you how to do things.
It stopped my play to teach me the buttons in text. I figured it out in the 3 seconds before it did this. I pressed all the buttons and figured out what they do. In fact, if you go back, you'll see that I'm like, all right, let me get my bearings, and I start pressing buttons. And then I said, can I analog stick it? No, I can't analog stick it. It's like I'm not a 2-year-old child, and I think a 2-year-old child could figure it out. Okay, rant over. Here's the thing. I remember liking this game, and I know that I will like it again, because if I liked it before, I'll like it now. You know what I mean? Like, but that
makes sense.
That shit's annoying. You know what I mean?
It's bothersome because you just want to jump right into it.
Yeah, man.
You know, I get if there was like super convoluted controls, but then that's the issue more so than being told how to play.
Okay, that's my like first-person view mode. Okay. All right. But now, okay. And what's my lock? It's R2. So.
I like the touch of not adding Mega Man's helmet.
Oh, that is the robot. It's come out the wall.
Because not having Mega Man's helmet on, you know, you kind of personalize it. It makes it a little bit more, I don't want to say kid-like, but the art style is very cartoony. Like this could, you know, theoretically have been a reboot cartoon.
Yeah, I remember it felt like you were playing an anime.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like a Saturday morning cartoon version of an anime movie, you know?
But not having his helmet on, I think, is kind of a big, important part about that. Because he's less robot. You can connect to him more emotionally.
You know what? You said turn right, so I'm not going to do that. This follows the very standard RPG trope of go all of the wrong way before you go the right way. It's moving, it's a little, like...
It's choppy as hell on my side.
It's a little tankish for my tastes right now. But again, you gotta be... It's like, I'm immediately, like I'm holding down the lock button to make the camera run a little smoother. You see, like I'm kind of swinging it with the lock button.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it breaks a little
Can
harsh.
you see a door nearby?
But that's okay.
Yeah, I do wonder when we revisit these games, is it one of those things where, like, it was nostalgic and we really enjoyed it because... you know, because of the time? Will we still enjoy it now? I mean, I remember really loving this game, so...
Right, and I remember the voice acting is pretty, I remember it's pretty enjoyable. Like, the bad guy has like, kind of voice. And,
yeah.
It's
Where are you going, Mega Man? That's
And a
not
lot
the
of the
right
boss
way.
battles, I remember a distinct, I think it was like tanks and airships, and it's really grand once you start getting out of, like, the enclosed areas here.
Yeah, no,
Where are you going, Mega Man?
Opening tutorial kind of dungeon feel, which is fine. It takes a little getting used to because again it moves. It's sort of like going back and trying to play Resident Evil. Like it feels so sluggish by what we're used to control scheme wise today. But that was the
Careful,
controls of
Mega
the
Man.
time.
It looks like they've got you surrounded.
You know, I think if we put together all of our systems that we have together, we would have just about all of them.
Mega Man, are you alright?
I actually to this day still kick myself about a lot of things I got rid of over the years. Because I didn't know I was, you know, I didn't have any concept of how much faster technology would start to turn over the older you get. And so I didn't, like, my stuff seemed like it had been around forever. So the thought of, like, you know what I mean? The thought of, like, things having a shorter lifespan and then being harder to find and costing more money to get if you want to get them again. Like, none of that ever really stuck out to me. And also, you know, I don't really covet stuff too much anyway, you know? I'm like, I pass my stuff on most of the time.
Yeah, but we were also poor kids, though. So in order to get the new thing, we had to rob Peter to pay Paul, you know? Trade in that system or sell it to see what was coming up next.
That's real.
Watch out, there's something right in
You know, when I got my Super Nintendo, it was just one of the greatest Christmases ever because, you know, I didn't expect that.
How many years do you think total you got out of that Super Nintendo?
I'm still getting years out of
Oh, right.
it.
See, that's
It never
crazy.
stopped.
That's one place though where that's the balance of our friendship. You're the guy who keeps that stuff. You have the actual things that we used in our childhood, and that's amazing to me. I wish I had a bunch of them. I don't kick myself too hard, because, yeah, it was always, like you said, robbing Peter to pay Paul. It was always to get something else that we didn't have, you know? Or in the case of my Super Nintendo, I sold my system and all my games to get hair dye, and like, I bleached my hair and dyed it, like, purple or some shit. So that wasn't the best investment ever.
That's a poor investment. A very poor investment. But
not to the development of young Dan, you know, but certainly to the guy now who wishes he had his fucking video games.
I wish I had all of those carts.
I know. I think
See, that's the thing. Over the years, I lost a bunch of carts. Like, you know, friends come over, they take them. You know, who knows who borrowed what for how long. You know, you can never fucking remember. But there was one that never left this house. Chrono Trigger never left my house, and it never will. If it leaves the house, if I take it somewhere, I escort it. I play while in the other person's domicile, then remove it.
Yeah,
that thing is under lock and key.
And never with box and book.
Box and book? Never with box and book. I don't travel with that.
Oh man, so amazing. I love. Last time I was at your house, I like very gingerly took it out and turned the pages. And I was like, this is so cool.
Because it's the original. It's ours. It's the one that we played on. So that's why it's even more sacred than, you know, stuff like that. You know.
Where are you at with box and book? Do you still go out and physically get your games, or is it mostly digital?
No, I physically get my games. I prefer them physical because, you know, there's only so much room you can get digitally on a system as far as holding on to them, as far as keeping them. I save the space for add-ons to the game, or you know, indie developers like Xbox Arcade, when that was a big thing, those games. That's what I would do digitally, because that's the only choice you have for those. Those games don't come standard box and bag.
Right. Yeah, I would say at this point I'm a healthy down the middle split of both, because I still, yeah, I'm with you in terms of preference. I always prefer to have it. I think I have to or I gotta press that open button actually. Hello, asshole. Yeah, whenever possible, I still prefer box and book, because I just I like to use as many of my senses as possible in anything that I do. And so when you get a game and you touch it and you smell it, you know, it adds to your experience for sure. But these days I would say I'm a 50-50 split, because it's just the allure of being able to just, I want to play this game, I buy it, and it's on my system right now. That's amazing to me. And also the fact that a lot of times you find sales on the digitals that you're not going to get from, say, going to a GameStop. So
yeah, you get deals on it.
Yeah, and I'm always shopping on a budget, so that's a nice thing about going digital too. And for some games, it just works nice. Like a game like Mario Maker, I pop in and out of that game so much, it would be weird to have to put in a disc every time I wanted to fuck with a level for 10 minutes, you know?
I saw, you know the game store that's by me, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
The one that has all that, the rare, games and stuff, and they're all in, that case?
Yeah.
There was a Mario Maker in there.
Yeah, it's physical. You can get it physical.
But it, why is it, I was wondering why it was in that case. It had, a little amiibo thing on it.
Oh, it's probably
some a special version of it?
Yeah. It's probably, it's probably comes with one of the, because there's a few rare amiibos that are involved with that. I don't really know. I don't pay too much attention to that kind of stuff, because I'm not buying any special edition. To me, my whole stance on games is show me what you got, standard release, and that has to warrant everything else in the future I will ever do with that game.
Yeah, when you explain the whole Shovel Knight situation, that was perfect. Damn.
Everything about Shovel Knight is beautiful. The business practices are beautiful. Everything is just wonderful.
Look at this art style, man.
Yeah, man, it's really cool.
Looking how's the combat system? I remember it.
Everything's a little slow and tanky compared to how I play games now. But of its day, I can totally see this being really dope. It's fast-paced enough.
And it was a sleeper, because